have some samples of what the city of Laredo does collect and does recycle. For example, this one is a plastic one, and although it's small, it can be recycled, plastic one. This one is also a plastic one. But you see, this one and this one might look alike, right? But this one is actually a plastic number 2. This is just the density, so it's just a different type of density, and it tells you the number 5 plastic is actually safer, like for example to microwave, like it's a Tupperware and stuff. So that's what the number represents, the actual density of the plastic. So the type 1 plastic is a lower density, and the type 2 plastic is a high density. And then we also have aluminum cans that can be recycled. This is just it can be any size of can. And then the cardboards. The cardboard is tricky because it must not contain any food or any residue, any grease, and it could be like cereal boxes, it can be shoe boxes, although it's just like another type of cardboard. Then we also have the tin cans. This is a big tin can, that way you can see. But there's also, this one's like in silver, but there's also like in gold. That one is also, we also take it. These are some samples of what we can recycle. Now, very important that those items go in the blue can, but what goes in the green can? We do not accept any glass, we don't accept any styrofoam, we don't accept any plastic bags, because plastic bags get stuck in the equipment that actually separates the items. And sometimes people confuse and they put like water hoses, or they put things that can get tangled in the equipment that actually sorts these materials. So we do ask that they're not put in the blue can. Sometimes they put frozen boxes. Well, the frozen boxes have like a wax inside that it doesn't allow for us to recycle that cardboard. So the frozen box would go actually in the green can, not in the blue. Like I said, in our green can, very important part of something of sanitation, good sanitation, is putting everything in a plastic bag. Since we are throwing food waste, we have to put it in a plastic bag, make sure that the food waste is contained, and put it in our trash can. In our blue can, we don't have to do that because they're all dry materials. So we put them all loose, all right? That way it's easier for the driver to see what we are actually disposing of it. We have a mechanism that if they see that it's an item that cannot be recycled, we're able to, let's say that somebody placed rags, or they placed a water hose or some glass, and they were able to see that, they can actually leave a notification to the customer that they're not allowed to do that. And we can track, who is not recycling properly and be able to correct that action. Scientists estimate that if we don't recycle plastic and aluminum cans, and if they're disposed in a landfill, they can take up to 500 years to disintegrate, to break down. So it's very important that we do the right thing and we put them in the correct can. That way they don't have to end up in a landfill, and we can give it, like, repurpose them and just make new products with the same material. The benefit of recycling is environmental. So scientists estimate that if we recycle 1 ton of paper, we are actually saving 17 to 31 trees. So what's important? Why it's important? Trees provide oxygen. Trees need water to be able to grow, and so this addresses, also our natural resources. So we want for people to know that if you don't know how to recycle, we have the best intention to teach you how to do it correctly, because it is very essential to know how to do it correctly. The intention matters, but it matters that the recycling comes very clean, since we have to process it and make sure these items are turned into new products. So the quality is very important of it. And so if you have any questions, you can call our department, 796-1098, or also 311, which is a city and Webb County call center. And that way we can leave you a flyer, we can give you a call, and we can explain, and you can start recycling as well at home.